Hi everyone, welcome to the Starlight Realm by Jess. I'm Jessica, and coming to you tonight with a whipping chat and working on the Great Wave by Diamond Dots, and this is one of their squares. I had seen their squares online and had not purchased one because I hadn't seen anybody do any reviews of them or anything like that, and you know, I don't want to like pay shipping and all that and stuff, but I was at Joann Fabrics and I had a coupon, and they had them, or well, they had at least I think they had two. They had this one, and then I don't want to lead you guys astray. I want to say it was like a London, like cityscape, maybe was the other one, or like a castle, something. I'm at a loss. It's been a while. So anyway, so I really liked this one, and I think I picked it up around my birthday in March, and yeah, I was just very excited, very happy, and I showed my husband, and he was like, "Oh my God, yeah," because this is a well-known painting, and I think it's in the antiquities realm, you know what I mean? Because like I do believe it is an older painting. I really should look up the like the enunciation of the artist and when it's from and all that. I should educate myself. So I hope you guys are having a good day. Pin from Amazon, metal tips from Amazon. I have a 3-placer, a single placer, pink wax from Diamond Dots, and I'm using a Add More Zest tray in white from Rebecca over at Add More Zest, or 4kids0147. And that's all the supplies. Oh, unless you count, I do have that white rose cover minder the other day, and I'm using, this is kitted up in the when I say Trader Joe's, and I know that's wrong, Harbor Freight, the Harbor Freight container. So that is what we are kitted up in, because it's only got like 17 colors. Yeah, and it is a 57 by 39 centimeter. In case you wanted to know that part, how big it is. Oops, some extras hanging out. Can't get it picked up. There we go. Hope you guys are having a good day. I did not work today. I am off for my husband's birthday, which is tomorrow. Birthdays are kind of a big deal. We don't like to work on birthdays. So I don't work on my own birthday, and I haven't worked on his in a lot of years. Lucky enough to have enough days where, you know, I can do that with my time off. I can hold on to some days and take off with him so that we can have some us time and celebrate, you know, his birthday. So been working a lot. I worked let's see, I talked to you guys Monday. Tuesday I had an e-signing for my company where I was the notary closing via the computer, and it went okay. That diamond does not go there. that looks like a 13 or 14. And it went all right. You know, we had a little trouble getting started. The gentleman, his mic wasn't working. He had to end up switching to his cell phone. So once he did that, we were fine. So, let me see. Then I did work over and till like 6 that night. And then that was Tuesday. Then Wednesday, yesterday, I worked over till 6:30. We're just real busy, and we're down people because they laid off my boss, and we have a girl on maternity leave, and it's just stressful, you know. And I did as much yesterday and did all the reporting catch up and stuff that I could do, so that they wouldn't have to do that while I'm gone. So yeah, they could stay focused on trying to get documents out. I talked to one of the girls today just through text, and she said that it was a nightmare, that they were so slam busy, which I knew was going to happen, but at my company, for your PTO days, paid time off days, it's use it or lose it. So if I don't use my vacay time, I can't carry it over that time. The only time that they do allow you to carry over is your sick days. You can carry up to 15, which is 3 years, because you get, with the company I'm at, you get 5 per year. So you can carry up to 3, and then you stop accruing 3 years worth, 15 days. So actually, sick time wise, I am at I'm there. I'm going to stop accruing soon. So I'm going to have to use some of those days. It just is what it is. Because again, I don't want to lose those days. I don't want to stop accruing my days. You know, I work very hard, and, you know, those are owed to me, you know. So come January, I'm going to take some days. We'll see what, you know, what the schedule will allow and stuff. I already know that Sophia has an orthodontist appointment, like on the 11th. So I could possibly take that day off. I mean, it's like at 3 or 4 in the afternoon, so it's not like a big deal, you know what I mean? But, like, I need to use those days. If you hear stuff in the background, my husband is listening to an audiobook while he paints his Warhammer models. He paints Warhammer 40K. So that is what you may hear in the background. So let's see. So that was those couple of days. I got up this morning and I took Sophia to school, and then I took Penelope to school. I actually drove her instead of making her ride the bus because, you know, I didn't have work that I would be late for. So she enjoyed that, of course. And then, let's see. Came home, made coffee, watched a little bit of YouTube, and then I woke my husband up and took the dog out. We sat and had coffee this morning and watched some Star Wars, Visions. It's on what's that thing called? Disney Plus. So we watched a few episodes of that while we drank our coffee and just kind of, you know, hung out. And then we got our showers and took him to lunch. We went to this sub place called DeBella's. That's actually out near Pittsburgh. So went out there, had a steak Philly cheesesteak sub, or hoagie, whatever. I always think of a hoagie as like hot and a sub is cold. I don't know if anybody else, you know, if that's how other people think of it or whatever, but that's how I always, you know, like he got a sub. He got an what they call an old-fashioned assorted, which I think has turkey, ham, salami. I think that's the 3 meats on it. And yeah, so we did that, and then came home. He played some video games. I took a nappy, which was nice. And then you know, Sophia came home off the bus, and then we went and got Penelope off the bus and had to take Sophia to an orthodontist appointment for an adjustment. And then, oh, we went to Ollie's. Ollie's is this bargain place. I don't know. They get like overstock of things, and right now, you know, they have a lot of toys and stuff for Christmas and Christmas decorations and whatnot. And so we always like to donate $100 or $100 worth of stuff at Christmas time. So like we always like to do a children's charity of some sort. And so this year, the pastry shop right up the street from us is doing Toys for Tots. She did it last year as well. I believe her father was in the military and had headed it up at one point in the area, and so she just feels very led to do that that particular charity. So last year we gave her money and for her to buy toys. This year we decided we wanted to buy the toys ourselves, just, you know, something fun. So we went to Ollie's. I got some candy because they always have like cheap candy in the front. Some of it is like actual like name brands and stuff, but some of it's you know, not. And then there's like you can get like holiday candy, but it's like the last holidays. So like there was a lot of like Halloween stuff. So yeah, I think I have more 15 if I run out. That's the number I'm working on. Yeah, I do. So anyway, so we went there to check it out. We got some superhero figures, Marvel superhero figures, and like a Disney princess set, and then a Baby Yoda, like a soft one, like a huggable thing. And I think that was pretty much it. Like I said, I got some candy and gum because it's always so much cheaper there. And then we stopped and got some drinks at McDonald's because they're only $1. And then came home, made some dinner, homemade pizza, and then like what we call freezer, like just like freezer finger foods, like chicken nuggets and french fries and fish sticks, stuff like that. So we did that for dinner tonight. A little lazy, but you know, it was whatever, like who cares. The kids did have, you know, cucumbers and mandarin oranges too, like, so don't come after me. They did eat, you know, some healthy stuff. Cheese. My youngest has a cheese problem, so she had some cut up block cheese as well. Yeah, then we Kids got their bath showers and read them a book. My husband read them a book, I listened, and we tucked them in, and oh, they did their teeth before we tucked them in. And they're off to bed, so I played a couple rounds of Call of Duty on the Xbox, and now I am here with you guys. So, yeah. Maybe I'll do a video of the toys we bought, because we also ordered some off of Amazon, because Amazon's having, you know, big sales and stuff because it's Christmas, and we were able to get the Barbies and stuff we wanted for a better price than what Ollie's had them for. So, and of course they have a bigger selection. So yeah, so maybe I'll make a video. Oh, Ollie's also has like 15% off toys right now, so they're already like a discounted price, and then they're, you know what I mean, then they had a 15% off sale too on top of that. Saw there today they had like Yankee candles, not like the Yankee, it's like American Home or something like that by Yankee. I didn't smell any of them. We have a few candles, so I didn't feel the need to smell any of that by anything, because we were, like I said, we were mainly there for the was upside down. We were mainly there for the toys to get for Toys for Tots. So I'm gonna have to get more 15s. Whoops. And this is how I did them. See, because I have my permanent, holographic numbers on there. I've been putting like just a little piece of sticker. I think they're like labels on there, so that I use the extra containers for the extra diamonds. But yeah, maybe I'll do a video. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Want to see what we got once everything's in. I think we have to have everything turned in, I think, Tuesday the 14th or Wednesday the 14th or something. So yeah, so, but the Amazon stuff said it would be here like this weekend, so I'm not too worried. A little worried, but not too worried about it. But yeah, we always like to donate, give back. Like, we are very, very blessed. We were telling our children, you know, we are blessed. We have, you know, everything we want, need, and more. And, you know, so you give back so that others can have, you know, just a little bit nicer of a Christmas. So, and I encourage all of you to do that. I think it's very filling for the soul to give back. If you have it, you know, put it in that red kettle. You know, if you see the bell ringers for the Salvation Army, or, you know, you have a local food pantry, donate some food, boxed food, canned food, or just take them some money, cleaning supplies. They'll always take donations of that kind of stuff. What was it? Personal hygiene items, like, give. But I really suggest giving to a local cause. I don't like giving to like big, huge, massive things. I know that Toys for Tots is like a big thing across the country, but the toys stay like within, like, you know what I mean. We always research and make sure. Oh, sorry guys, I just kicked the table. You know, we ask her the questions, you know, and it's like it's gonna stay here and everything. She did assure us that that's going to happen. Because we both do feel very strongly that charity starts here. Charity starts at home. So, you know, you need to take care of your own community, your own city, you know what I mean, in the best best way that you can, you know what I mean? And so, like, I always try to give to the local stuff, so. I think it's important. So yeah, that's my message tonight. Give a little, give a lot if you have it. You know, it's that time of year, you know. If it doesn't spread you too thin, you know, think about donating to a good cause near you. Make the world a better place. We're all doing our best, you know. We all have our struggles and our days, and you know, some of us live paycheck to paycheck. Some of us aren't getting paychecks. You know what I mean? And so I just think if you can do, because it's a rough world out there, and I know that if I needed something, you know, I would just feel so blessed that there were strangers out there who never gonna meet me, never gonna get a thank you from me, and that they were willing, you know what I mean, to help me in my time of need. So yeah, I think it's just such a good thing. Like, so give a little, give a lot, whatever you can do. That's my message tonight. Are you guys loving these colors? When I bought this, I didn't even know there was an AB in it. And when I opened up and looked at the diamonds, I was like, you know, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh. And white AB is one of my favorite ABs. I feel like they're just so much sparklier. Sparklier? Is that a word? I don't even know. Than other ABs. Although the green and blue AB that I had on my last painting, that Diamond Art Club one for the little dragons kitchen helper, those were so cute, and those ABs were so pretty. I've got a list on Amazon, of course. You know, a huge list, of course, and I have like ABs in all the colors that I have, like those what are they called, like batches or whatever you want to call it of ABs that you can buy, like where you can get like a whole bunch for, you know, of the colors for, you know, not a ton of money. Squares, rounds. I do want to do that at some point. I also at some point want to do the diamond or art dot, where you can get like 1,000 of each color, so to bolster up my spares, because I do have projects that I want to do in my with my spares, but right now I don't have enough spares to do any of that. So I'm gonna keep diamond painting for a while, getting through, buying some spares when and where I can. You know what I mean? So I can build up those spares so that I can use them to do some of those fun like conversions and stuff. I have a Pinterest board that is cross stitch patterns that are for that I will be converting to diamond painting if and when I can, kind of thing. But I've got blank canvases in there, I've got custom canvases in there. Have any of you ever ordered a custom off of Amazon? How did it go? Did it turn out good? Were you pleased? Which company did you use, or listing, whatever, if you want to drop it in the comments so we can all take a look. I've never ordered a custom. I want to order a custom. I just haven't done it yet. What else? I've got tons of diamond paintings in my list, of course. And then I've got, you know, diamonds, glow-in-the-dark diamonds, AB diamonds, crystal diamonds, placers and pens and storage. Oh, storage galore. I want to try this, I want to try that. Just different things. Like, I don't have any of those Tic Tac ones. I have an Elizabeth Ward tray, and I have the Harbor Freight, and I have 60 bottle case, and I have a 90 bottle case, which are not the rounds, they're like the big square Tic Tacs. I'll have to show you that sometime. I've got one of those little like 28 where the little containers are in a four strip together. Got one of those. I think I actually have two. I do. I have two Harbor Freights. Oh, I recently bought a 200. I forget how many it is. 240? I want to say it's 240. I have not unboxed that yet. I have not even opened that yet, because I wanted to open it on camera so that you guys get my genuine reaction. So, I'll be doing that. Because that one I want to use for like the kitting up of my, like, I'm gonna have a couple of those. I want to use those for the kitting up of those conversions that we were talking about, the cross stitch conversions. So, and I want to kit them up to where I don't have to kit them down. What I intend on doing is getting Pattern Keeper so that I can just go by the DMC numbers. Sorry, I'm moving around. I'm gonna take a drink. But so that I can just go by the DMC numbers, and not have to kit up, kit down, whatever. Put all my spares into those as I get them. When they fill, then, you know, do an overflow box. That's the idea. So, it's not going to be enough, but I have extra. I have to tap it because they get stuck here. This is not a true white, this is like an off-white. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can tell that. Let's start down here. My mom was up one time and we were sitting watching movies on her Kindle Fire. She has like a big one, and we were watching here at the table so that my husband or the kids could have the big TV in the living room, and my TV was not working at the time. So I shouldn't say my TV wasn't working. I don't have I had to use that power strip. Like one of the power strips went out someplace else in the house. So I had to use my power strip from the TV and stuff for whatever that other power strip that went out in the house. It's been so long that I can't even remember. And I keep saying, oh, I gotta get a power strip, get a power strip. Because where my TV is, on top of the dresser, there's just not a power strip, like, close. And the one for my desk, like, that has my computer and monitors and stuff, has too many, like, it doesn't have any extra plugs, so nothing can get plugged in there. Anyway, so we were sitting here watching Call the Midwife, which is a great show. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend. And I was diamond painting while we were watching because I don't like just sit still and stare at the TV or still stare at the tablet, I guess, like that, all the time. Like, sometimes I do because I just don't feel like doing anything else, which I was telling you guys about the other day. But most of the time I need to be doing something. I crochet, I diamond paint. So those are my main, like, things that I will do while I'm sitting. So anyway, so I was diamond painting. I was actually working on this painting, and my mom was, you know, kind of watching. She finds this too tedious. She doesn't think she would ever be able to sit and do this. I would like to get her, like, a couple of, like, bookmarks, just like a 2-pack or something, and like a little storage container. Go ahead and kit it up for her and everything, and like have her do those and see if she likes it. But I do get that a lot of people see this and go, oh my god, that's too tedious, I can't. I would never be able to do that. I don't know what those kind of people do, like, because I feel like not all crafts, I guess, but a lot of crafts are like a tedious thing. Like, crocheting takes, you know, like, you take this one piece of yarn and this one hook, and you have to do these stitches over and over and over and over again. You know, I could see where that would be tedious. Painting, you know, you have to take this brush and this paint and over and over and over and stroke after stroke, and I could see where that would get, you know, I don't know. But yeah, I've had several people tell me, oh my gosh, that's so tedious, I would never be able to sit still and do that. Well, what do you sit still and do? Or do you not sit still? Because I do know that there are people out there who have, you know, a lot of energy who don't sit still. But then, like, what do you do? Like, don't you relax at some point? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, what do you do? My husband paints models, but again, that's one of those, like, tiny, tedious things. So, like, I don't know. I just don't know. Like, what do people do? I know my mom and dad just, like, my mom reads a lot. And my dad watches TV, plays video games. You know, so, you know what I mean? I guess maybe that's what a lot of people do. Like, they do just focus on the TV. I don't know. Are you guys okay? Yeah, you're good. Are you close enough? Do you want to get closer? Oh no, that's further away. There's closer. Is that too close? What do you think? Do you guys, how close do you guys like to be? Because, like, here's gonna be my hand. Let's see here. Let me move my drink. Oh, sorry about my arm. Let's see how you guys like that. You tell me, okay? Like, do you like being that close? Or do you like being the further out? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so I mean, I guess people do just sit and not do other stuff, I guess, while they're watching TV. Or, like, I think nowadays we play on our phones a lot. You know, people play on their phone a lot. Whether they're scrolling, like, social media, or they're playing a game, or whatever it may be. I like to be doing something sometimes. So I'll crochet or I'll diamond paint. I picked up diamond painting during, oh no, those got there. During the pandemic. Before the pandemic, I had been crocheting a lot, and my sister-in-law and I were actually going to craft fairs and selling our stuff. And when the pandemic hit, that all went away. It's slowly coming back, and I did see where my local mall, they are under new management, and it was kind of a dead mall. It really truly was. They've only got like one anchor store. It's a JCPenney. And they don't have all their entrances open. Like, you can get in through the mall, and then I think there's like 2 other entrances open, like from the outside, and that's it. So it was kind of dying. And it went under new management, and they're really trying to rejuvenate. They're putting a lot of stores in. A lot of them seem to be like smaller, like, I don't want to say mom and pop businesses, but like, you know, like individual businesses, which I think is awesome. You know what I mean? Like, it's great for people to get out there and see what, you know, what there is and everything, what you've got. Well, I did see some complaints on like Facebook, like, oh, I wish they'd bring in some, you know, like big name stores. Well, you gotta have the foot traffic, you know, for that. Like, the big name stores and stuff, big box stores, or, you know, chain stores or whatever, they're not going to come in. Big retailers are not going to come in if there's no foot traffic, because it just doesn't behoove them, you know what I mean? I don't know that malls are even going to be around much longer, you know what I mean? I feel like the online, you know, being able to, sorry, those were stuck funny, being able to buy and order everything online nowadays, you know, people don't have to go to the mall anymore. So I don't know. But anyway, they're doing vendor tables like every day. So like, I forget how much it is on the weekends. I think it's like $15-30, something like that. And you get a table all day. So I was like, oh my gosh, like maybe I should, you know, get all my stuff, because I do have stuff left over that I didn't sell. And I have some new stuff that I've completed. And maybe I should go set up a table on Saturday and see, you know, see how it goes. And I talked to my husband about it, and he's like, well, is it, you know, are you going to make enough for it to be worth your time? Like, all that time sitting there all day. I said, well, I don't know. There's no way for me to know that. You know what I mean? It was a gamble, you know, and you knew you were going to have foot traffic when you did the, what are they called? The craft fairs. But, this, you know, there's no way to know. But this would be a good time, because it's, you know, it's colder weather, it's Christmas time, you know, people buying gifts for their loved ones, you know, hats and headbands is what I mainly do. My sister-in-law does scarves and blankets, Afghans. So, you know, yeah, so I don't know. Thinking about it. See, because I'm sure if I called my mom up and said, hey, I want to go do this, she would come and sit with me. I would take like Sophia But she's 12 and she's gonna get bored and she's gonna want to walk around and run around and not run, but you know what I mean, like go. And when you're at a thing like that, you have to just stay at your table, because like what if you're away, you know, somebody could steal something, or you might miss a sale because you weren't at the you know, you weren't there. Or if I take my mom, you know, somebody to talk to and all that, and when one of us has to go to the bathroom, the other one can stay, because like right now I would never leave Sophia, who's 12, by herself in a mall that's not real busy. You know what I mean? It's just not something I would do. So I don't know, we'll see. What do you guys think? Do you think I should do it? Take the plunge, get back in there? Thought I saw one pop over here, but I don't see it now. I need to get like a little paintbrush, not little, but you know what I mean, like a small-ish paintbrush to like floof them out. Ooh, sorry, that was loud. It's AB time, AB time. That's not enough. There we go. I mean, look. Oh. It's not all lined up real pretty, but can you see those? Sorry. I don't know that the camera picks it up just right, but they are just so sparkly and gorgeous. So pretty. I have not yet done an AB, like a full-on, like everything's an AB. I want to try one. I have some of my Amazon wish list, of course, but I haven't bought one yet. The picture that I have done that had the most ABs so far is a Timney Arts Rainbow Lion. No, Rainbow Tiger. And it had 8. It had 8 ABs in it. I'll have to get it out and show you guys sometime. I do want to show you guys like my completeds sometime. That is on my agenda, I guess, if you want to say it that way. I have like a little list started in a notebook of the videos I want to get to and make and all that for you guys. So got some stragglers here. I know that that's 14 because that's the darkest blue. And then, oh shoot, oh, Butterfingers tonight. Wouldn't mind a Butterfinger. That one was the off-white. What next? What were we talking about? Butterfingers. Sitting up at a vendor table. ABs. Oh, ABs. So yeah, so the most is that Rainbow Tiger, Timney Arts, I got it off of Amazon. You might still be able to find it on Amazon. I don't know. I haven't looked recently to see if it's still in there or not. But if you can get it, it's really pretty. I saw another diamond painter, and please forgive me because I don't remember her name or channel off the top of my head. But I saw her either do it, complete it, or kit it up, and so I was like, oh my god. So I had to have that one. I think I got it 2 birthdays ago. My mom and dad gave me some money for my birthday, so I did a little Amazon shopping spree, and I got that, and a purse and a wallet, a really nice leather notebook, and a really fancy pen, because I'm a sucker for stationery stuff and like school supplies, pens and stuff. That stuff is my jam. I love that stuff. I have so many like notebooks and all of that stuff. Pens. When we're out at a restaurant and the waitress has a really nice pen, I'm like, oh, I'll take a picture of it with my phone so that I can look it up later, or buy them the next time I'm in Walmart or whatever. It's some kind of weird sickness, I'm sure. It's fine. Who cares, right? At least it's not drugs. That's what I always say. What the diamond paintings do. At least I'm not buying drugs. I'm not buying drugs. Although, is it a drug? It feels like a drug sometimes. I don't know. But yeah, so going and doing and getting ready for Christmas. I got a bunch of wrapping that needs done that I haven't started. I need to take stock and see if I need to get tape and bows and all of that. Hi, babe. He has brought me something to look at. Oh, it's a Warhammer helmet. You guys want to see this? Let's see if I can get where you guys can see it. Yeah, there you go. There he is. I like him. He's got like a spike on the top of his helmet. And do you guys see that yellow and black what hose, I guess, going around there? He painted those stripes on there. And a little vent coils, whatever you want to call them, on the back. This is very impressive. It looks really good. Nice. What's he gonna go on? A death guard? Yeah. With 2 plague knives. Death guard with 2 plague knives. There you go, guys. You heard it here first. That is where he is going. Sorry, I found another wayward diamond. And in the course of putting that wayward diamond away, I made some fall out of the case it goes in. So yeah, when I tell you guys that he's off painting models, that is what he's doing. That was one of the things. It's a helmet for one of the guys. You might have heard him rummaging in the cabinets and stuff in the kitchen. Sorry about that. Maybe he was getting himself a snack. I was actually thinking popcorn sounded really good, but I don't want to get the popper out. I don't know if I have any what we call cancer corn, microwave popcorn. It's not good for you. Like bad stuff in it, I guess. From what my husband tells me. I think he read an article or something about it. That one doesn't look like it's sitting right.
Okay.
What were we talking about? Oh, popcorn. I don't know that I have any like bagged popcorn that I can just throw in the microwave because we don't eat it. But once in a while people give us popcorn like that. So we might still have some. I don't know. Maybe I'll check when I get done talking to you folks. What's your favorite snack? What's your favorite late night snack? Are you a sweet or savory person? Sweet or salty? Do you like chips, popcorn, or do you go for more like Oreos and cookies or ice cream? Really depends on my mood. What I go for, but generally it's sweet. Oreos, Chips Ahoy's, popsicles, ice cream sometimes. We actually shared an ice cream cone today from McDonald's. Our McDonald's, they're up to like $2.19. They used to be like 79 cents. Like, what the heck happened? Like, everything has gone up, up, up. Like, everything. It's crazy. Like, they have this new barbecue smoky burger or smoky barbecue burger, something like that, at McDonald's. My husband was like, oh, they don't list how much that is. And I looked at the menu, and it was like 12 something for the meal. And I was like, are you in, like, that's insane. Like, I feel like you can go to, like, a restaurant for that. Like, you can go to, like, Texas Roadhouse and get one of their big burgers for, like, that kind of money. I was just like, oh my gosh, you know? And it gets, like, served to you and stuff. You don't have to take it home. Or you can take it home, I guess, if you wanted. But you know what I mean? You get free refills on your drink, and that bread that they have, which of course we love. But yeah, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, it's so expensive for a McDonald's burger. I know it's like a quarter pounder, but come on. Like, nothing at McDonald's should cost $12. Did you see that right there? I thought I had a diamond on the end and I didn't. I had to go back for it. We're almost done with this section. We didn't have a ton left on that section below, so I opened up this section for us to work on along with that one. And this one's going pretty quick too, I feel like. I think because there was a lot of color blocking in these ones. Quite a bit of that off-white color. And of course, when you've only got like 17 colors, I think it will go faster when you doing a block. Even squares, which I think take longer. I think everybody has that opinion. I mean, I don't know for sure, but like, I know that I've watched Rebecca at 4Kids at 147/AddMoreZest, and she said that they take longer, and I've heard other YouTube creators say the same thing. Squares are nice, and I get like that the, what's it called? The spares are more like, usable after, because like the blank canvases, you know, you need to use the squares on because you don't want to see that white background using the rounds. Yeah, look at that. So pretty. Oh, I felt one. Feels like it's not in all the way. That one. There we go. So pretty. Let's back you guys back out a little bit. Look at that. I am this much away from the top. So like one section of paper, of release paper. So that's pretty good. Yeah. So that's where I'm gonna leave you tonight, guys. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves, catching up, talking with me. Please do all the things before you go. Like, subscribe, share it with a friend, leave me a comment. Greatly appreciate any support, you know, you're able to give. I hope that you, like I said, enjoyed yourselves and enjoy your own diamond painting. Till next time, guys, thanks for joining me in the Starlight Realm by Jess. I'm Jess. Thanks again. Bye.